All right. Let me know if I'm audible or not. Let me know in the voice chat. Uh, Sorry, in the chat box. Let me know if I'm audible or not, and make sure that you like the stream as well. Give me 1 second. Audible. All right. All right. 11 people already. Give me 1 second. You can post your doubts. You can post whatever doubts you have. All right. A lot of doubts already. Let's let's look at your doubts. Just give me 1 second. I'll set up the chart as well. Okay. All right. All right. All right. I will be back in like 1 minute. I just have to get a charger. Give me 1 minute. All right. All right. Much better now. Much better now. Let's begin with the live. Let's begin with your doubts. And again, the new people who are joining in, make sure that you like the stream. And let's look at the charts which you are asking about. Okay. First, I think there are enough people now. We can talk about the index first. And what is going on here? Okay, so Banknifty again. Banknifty. I talked about this breakdown in Banknifty before it happened, and I was expecting it to actually go to this base because it was very weak compared to Nifty. Banknifty was actually much weaker here. So if you see Nifty is uptrending, Banknifty is actually going down. Now what is happening is Banknifty actually held this area of demand, which was obviously on my watch as well. But since it was so weak, my first target on this index was the lower demand. All right, so it is holding this demand, but I'm still not bullish here because I want it to take out this supply right here. So we'll just clean up the chart a bit. And if you see, if you just look at it on the daily chart, what is going on is this was your candle, the last fall, the last candle of the fall. We went below to test out the lows here, which was obviously the source of this entire base. All right. So now we are back into this area of supply. So until and unless Bank Nifty starts taking out this, I won't expect some sort of uptrend. But there is a silver lining here. So what is happening here is Bank Nifty is actually seeing some demand apart from the rest of the market. So if you see Nifty in the last 2-3 days it's still hovering around the low of the previous 2 days. But Bank Nifty, if you see, Bank Nifty has shown a clear intention of going up, right? So there is some solid demand here. Obviously, we cannot speculate about what kind of supply will come in, but the quality of this demand is very high. So there can be a case that it simply just moves out of the supply, which is obviously a good case. But there can be a case where we see another bounce and then we can start going up, if we start going up at all. Otherwise, obviously, we can simply break down as well. So this range is where I am basically planning everything, and I am not watching any private banks because obviously you see they are below the EMA, so they are not of much interest right now. But PSU banks, if you see some PSU banks, very selective PSU banks, where is it? Yeah. So we talked about Bank of Baroda, that is obviously trending down. SBI is also trending down. But if you see Canara Bank, extremely solid. So Canara Bank into this demand can set up some nice trades, and I think other PSU banks, maybe the smaller ticket PSU banks, if you see, let's look at a few of them. So Indian Bank is at the 50 EMA at the demand. All right. So Bank of India. Bank of India also, see, this is quite strong. So the smaller ticket PSU banks, all these smaller sized PSU banks, they are setting up around the EMA. So if they start to improve, then they can lead to another sort of spike towards the higher end, obviously. So again, for the new people who are joining in, make sure that you like the stream as well. And let's look at HDFC Bank as well, because there has been some recovery from the lower end, and this recovery is actually coming from the first base after this correction. This is not the COVID fall, I think. Yeah, no, this is very, very recent. So this correction right here, this is actually a monthly demand zone. If you look at the monthly chart, this was your monthly impulse. The last impulse on the monthly chart is here. After that, there was no impulse move. So this is a very, very strong demand zone for HDFC Bank. All right. So it is recovering from there, which is a strong sign. It is also creeping above the daily EMA as well. That is a strong sign as well. So I am sort of expecting some sort of relief in the Bank Nifty as well, because you see some strength. You see the major banks doing good. ICICI Bank, even though it's not bullish, it is not like it's dropping very hard. It is just moving inside this range and continuing to basically consolidate. All right. So maybe we can expect Bank Nifty to go up sharply. All right. We'll have to see what happens. But I am not exactly bearish in any of these indices yet. All right. All right. So let's look at Nifty as well. Nifty, obviously, it is at this supply. It is struggling at this supply. Nifty is not bearish until this entire demand is broken. So this demand is around 19,650. So until this 19,650 level is gone, Nifty for me is not bearish at all. All right. So not bearish Nifty. We look at it when it touches that demand, but as of now, this Nifty is looking pretty good. All right. So Nifty looks good. Let's look at the small cap index. It is obviously going up, nothing to look here. But if you see, small cap tried to move down, and the demand came in from a very random point. It did not even go into this area of demand properly. All right, so demand came in from a very random point, and now we are at this supply. So small cap index looks pretty good as well. It looks good to go again. Just your basic normal correction which happens in a bull run. So something like this one. So this one, it's very similar to this one. Until and unless there's a breakdown, a continuation move below this low, Small cap index is good to go. All right, and uh, you basically you want to keep buying small caps until and unless there is a breakdown. So if you see, the market might seem dull overall, but it is not actually that dull. In a very select in very select pockets, you will see some movement. You will see some movement in these railway stocks. All right, these railway stocks are setting up. Some of these cement stocks are also setting up. I won't list them out. You can find them by yourself, but some of these cement stocks are setting up. Some infra stocks are also moving. So infra, cement, all these basic economy stocks, basically something like construction, right? That is going. Power stocks are also pushing up, continuing the rally. Some metals are also doing good. Um, and what else? And these insurance stocks have spiked up today. So this was a trade which we took. We bought somewhere here and we exited around this supply. So where was the supply? This is your old weekly supply, basically the COVID supply right here. All right, it's okay if it's breaking out, but that was a trade. These stocks continue to do good. You see all these insurance stocks. LIC is doing good as well. This one is also doing good. This is New India Assurance. So some insurance stocks are doing good, but they've already gone. So I don't think there is any point looking at them anymore. But I would say focus on infra stocks. All right, they will continue to do well for at least 1 or 2 years coming ahead. All right, don't look over these infra stocks. Look at Bale; it's at 160 now. It was like 40 rupees last year. All right, and now it's at 160. So from 40 last year to 160 in 1 year, that is no joke, especially for an FNO stock. All right, basically 4x. So um, so keep a watch on these infra stocks. They continue to perform. They continue to do very well. All right. I have a few infra stocks. I won't really talk about them. They are not all on this list, so don't worry. All right. Let's look at. Okay, Imphal monthly. All right. I've never heard of this stock. Imphal Motor Parts. All right. I think I have. It's Impal. Okay. Yeah. My bad. So monthly, it's gone now. Don't look at monthly. Monthly is only. It's something like, since it's gone on the daily, now you're looking at the monthly trying to still justify the entry. Monthly was good here as well before this candle. Now this is at supply. So if I go back in time, this also looks very bullish. What happens after that? It basically starts to dump down. All right. So don't look at monthly charts if they're already extended. Look at this. It's basically starting to dump down. All right. Ion Exchange, Mukund Limited, NHPC, LG Equipment. All right. So monthly started to push down when the market got bad. So don't depend on the monthly charts. If it's extended on the daily, basically it's done for me. Yeah. So don't buy it right now. Even if it goes up, just leave it. Ion Exchange. Ion Exchange again, it's floating in the middle of nowhere. There is a huge supply here, and now it's just floating up. So don't buy this. This is not a proper chart for me. Mukund Limited is pretty good. I wouldn't suggest anything on it because I think it's Mukund, not Mukund. Yeah. So a pretty good chart. Pretty good chart. I think there is um, some reason for it to go up as well. I think. So pretty decent chart. Weekly chart's really good. This is your weekly demand. Daily chart is also pretty good. You can basically you can look into it, but make sure that you are aware that the demand zone which you are looking at is here. All right, it is here. There is no demand at this imaginary line. There is a demand zone, but it's on the smaller time frame. It's the hourly demand. This one. All right. So this is not that good because the bigger base is right here. So make sure that you're aware of it if you're buying at this price. All right. So not bad though. Pretty decent chart. Not bad. NHPC. NHPC is gone. This one is gone. I think we discussed this when it was here as well. I told you about this demand zone. Now, this is where you could have got in, but again, I wouldn't suggest buying here as well. Because why would I not suggest buying here? Because if you see very carefully, if I use the line chart, this is actually downtrending in this part. So moves down, forms a base, breaks down below this low. Now it's downtrending. So until and unless it takes out this supply, it is not uptrending. So if you want to take an entry in it, you have to wait for another base here. All right. So this chart is completely, it's over. It has nothing more to offer. All right. So nothing more to offer here in NHBC. What else? LG equipment. I think this is a slow. This moves mostly on results. I think from my experience. If you see all the big candles, if you see this candle, if you see this breakout, this was after the results. Again, it moves around the results. In my opinion, it will consolidate for a long time, and around the result time, this stock will start to move either up or down. But still, I mean, not bad. But this is actually not bad. But the main problem is there's a huge supply here, so your profit potential is very limited. I mean, still makes sense because I think the weekly might look amazing here. Yeah, so the weekly looks really good. Still makes sense to look into this stock. This is not bad. Daily is also very compact, which is how I like it. Look at this range right here. This is completely traded. All right, there is nothing left here. If it goes down, there is a reaction coming immediately, or it is breaking down immediately. There is no time pass going on anymore. All right, Chandur. Oh my bad. Sandhar Technologies, I think. Sandhur, there is no stock. Sandhur. If you're talking about Sandhar Technologies, it is already gone. I'm not sure if you're talking about this. I don't think so. Sandhur. Okay, there is an H. Yeah. No stock. Intellect Design. All right. Intellect Design. I think Intellect Design is pretty good on the weekly as well. If you look at the weekly chart, there is this supply, and there is nothing after that. All right. So immediate supply is about 20% away. So from here, the next supply is about 20% away. So pretty good, pretty decent. Not bad, not bad. Might move quick. So if pretty good. Obviously, the daily chart is not that good, but be aware that your demand zone is here, or even this one. All right. So anything like this can be used to get in. All right. All right. This one is extended. I don't want to buy this. This is at the supply. There is no sideways action here. I won't be buying this stock. All right. So yeah, not for me, this one. Whenever you see a stock which is recovering like this from the demand, just moving up like this, don't buy this. There is a disaster waiting to happen. I will give you one example. I think it was which stock was it? Let me look at that stock. I'll just pull it up right now. Yeah, this was Cipla. So look at this. Anytime it's moving up like this, something like this can happen. I'm not saying it will happen all the time. Stocks will break out in a strong market, but this is a very weak sort of a structure. We want a nice sideways base, so something like this. All right. So avoid stocks like this, and this will actually help you a lot if you are able to find stocks which are doing this. Because what happens is, as soon as they fall, some of them will immediately form a base in about a week and then start to go up again. So they will correct this base, They'll correct this base which is going up, and then they will start to form a base here. All right. So to avoid structures like this, again, the people who have joined recently, make sure that you like the stream as well. Um, Surprisingly high number of people are watching today. All right. I will take all your doubts, but you'll have to wait your turn, obviously. And I think it's the other Alembic Limited. Pretty good if you bought it. Okay, maybe not. You can find better stocks. This is bullish on the weekly, but I'm too scared of all these supplies. All these previous supplies. You might be able to find some better stocks. Safari is extended too. I just looked at this chart. I mean, in the morning, this is extended. Don't buy this. Zensar Tech. Nothing here. Nothing here again. First move into this supply, an entire base is left. Look at this. Look at this structure, and look at this. Very similar. All right. This can happen anytime. So first move into the supply. I am not interested at all. All right. What else? Web of Global. Yeah. So pretty boring stock. Um, it was setting up well, but I think it's done because no, it isn't really doing anything. So if you're holding, you might want to shift to some better stocks if you have if you have them on your list. But if you don't have any other stock, you might just hold this until this breaks. So I'm not really expecting it to do. Sometimes these stocks will basically spike up unexpectedly because it's easier for them. They're small caps. But the chart, it's a very basic chart. I'm not really expecting any fireworks here anytime soon. This is spiking up. Are you guys buying it? Are you guys pumping it or what? Okay. So guys, don't buy stocks on my recommendation. All right. There is no guarantee, no nothing. Don't come after me. All right. TVS Holdings, pretty good, extended now, but chart is good. I think the weekly and monthly is also really good. Yeah, so this is pushing towards this all-time high. Decent chart. This is very illiquid though, so keep. I mean, be safe here. Keep a safety margin. Axis Cades, nothing here anymore. I took a trade here, but I think this is going to fail. All right, this candle wasn't expected. This might fail. Confidence Petrol is also extended. This is also extended. Nothing here. The weekly is obviously very good. The weekly and the monthly is excellent, but on the daily swing trading perspective, this is extended. All right. Yatharth Hospital again extended. I mean, these stocks are in the middle of nowhere. You can find better stocks. So I think a lot of you guys. Just a second. All right. So I think a lot of you guys, what you guys do is you are looking at the entire base for your entry. All right. You look at the entire base. So if a base looks like this, and then in the middle, whatever is going on, I think a lot of people don't give a lot of importance to what is going on inside these areas in the middle of the base. If the base from very far looks decent, people are very quick to jump in thinking that it's contraction. A stock can form a base for any reason at all. I mean, if the company is not doing anything and it is at fair valuation, it will just go sideways. All right, doesn't mean that a lot of buying is going on. You want to give a lot of importance to what is going on inside the base. So let's see this example. If this is your base, you want to see what demand zone is it actually holding. Where is the demand actually coming from? The demand here is actually coming from this area, and actually this area. This is the demand from where the last spike happened. So if the demand is coming from this area and you're buying here, even though the base is good, your stop loss, if you're trading taking this trade, your stop loss isn't below the base. All right, that is because that is basically investing. Your stop loss probably somewhere like this, or maybe if you're uh, too scared, stop loss is here. All right, so if your stop loss is this, or maybe even this, then what is going on here has no importance to your trade. All right, so if you watch the entire base and draw your VCPs and everything like this, draw your patterns and all that stuff, it doesn't matter because you're already losing inside the base. Your only saving grace is one breakout. And what if you don't get the breakout? Nothing is there to save you inside the base. You will immediately come down. All right. So understand this difference. The base is obviously it is important. If it's a flat base, if it's going up, all of that stuff is important. But even on the microstructure level, your entry is important. All right. You cannot simply buy here looking at this base and expect the stock to do whatever you want. So you have to recognize where the demand is actually stemming inside the base. All right. Where it's actually getting in the stock. All right. Maneuver, long time I have checked the stock. Pretty good, but I think it's a very slow mover. If you see the number of sideways candles, this stock, uh, look at all these sideways candles. It's a very, very slow. Look at this entire area. Very slow mover, not exactly something I would go after. All right. So I would say you can find better stocks, to be honest. Graphite India. Not bad, but not exactly bullish as well. Because if you see this entire structure, I would say you can find better stocks which are much more bullish. These stocks are good to buy if the index also moved like this, and now this stock is moving before the index. That is the scenario where I would think about buying such stocks. What is wrong with this stock? All right. Hindustan Copper. This is also extended. Look at this in the middle of no demand is coming from this point. This is the candle. Don't buy this. Inox Green. Inox Green. Okay, Inox Green hasn't moved yet. Let's see what is going on here. Yeah, so I might. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. Not bad. Okay, properly set up as well. Give me 1 second. All right. इंस्टा पर मैसेज किया है. ट्रेडिंग रेंज कितने टाइम तक रहता है? यू आई मीन इट डिपेंड. देयर इज नो राइट आंसर टू दैट. ट्रेडिंग रेंज कितने टाइम तक रहता है? यू cannot really answer that question. Market can move without a range. It can be range bound for multiple months. So I can't really answer that. Web of Global, we have talked about it. Nitin Spinners. Nitin Spinners, what is there in Nitin Spinners? Okay, Nitin Spinners, I think you should exit completely. I mean, I think you should be out. This is more than what I expected. I assuming you bought somewhere here, and it has already given you like 20%, 25%. I think I would be out in a heartbeat. Aurum PropTech is setting up again. This is a very fast mover. Um, but again, I mean, a good stock. did not move here when I bought it, might move now. And this is the dividend. This is a dividend. Don't worry about this. If I adjust it, this candle will be gone. All right, so that candle is gone. That is just dividend. So this was initially, I think this was called Mastec or something. I'm not sure. Something with an M. Is Mastec already listed? All right. So it was something with an M, and now it's named Aurum PropTech. So pretty good stock. This fall right here, it was a 99% dividend or a 90% dividend, I think. So it's just listed. So if you see here the dividend, 974 rupees was the dividend, and the stock was okay. Adjusted amount is 709, and the stock was at 712. So that was a 90% dividend. All right. So don't worry about that fall. That is nothing to worry about. The stock did not actually fall that much. All right. So, all right. Axis Cage, you've talked about it. SHK. I mean, there is no reason to buy this stock, honestly. I don't think there's any reason to buy this stock. Big fall here, went back up, now it's doing nothing. I think you can find much better stocks. This was actually one of the first stocks which I had bought. I'd actually bought it right here from that COVID fall, around 70, 75 something here. I'd bought this stock right here. So this was the base. There was a base breakout. This was a retest. I bought it off of this move. This was all I knew back then. All right. Subros Limited. Again, you guys can find better stocks. This was downtrending. It has just started to go up. So just zoom out and look at the price action. I will mark the lower highs. This is the first lower high because breaks everything. Second lower high breaks everything, and then there's a third lower high. So this got broken right now. Now you want to wait for the proper right hand side for the base to complete. So base has two parts. There is a left hand side which is a pullback part, and a right hand side which is your consolidation. There might be a shakeout and then you start to go up, right? So just this basic structure, you can divide it in multiple parts. This is your first one, this is your second, and the move is your third one. So if I show you an example, let's look at IRB Infra. So this entire thing is your pullback, there's a breakout, and then there's a base. All right, pretty simple. Same thing here, pullback, breakout, a lower base this time. This base can obviously vary the location of this base, but mostly it's around the same boundaries, which is this high and the low of the pullback. The point is, if it's breaking the low of the pullback, then it's just a continuation of the pullback. So there is no right hand side at all. So let's say if you get a base like this where there's a pullback and breaks out of this entire pullback move, but then starts to go down again. So this is just a continuation of the pullback. All right, this is not a base. Until the base forms, don't expect it to form. All right, it will show up whenever the stock is ready. All right, Subros, I think we talked about Subros. JWL is also extended. Don't jump in here. The demand is at 315. Right, this is also extended. I bought it at 350, 16, 17 something before the move. See, this is again, it's in a pullback phase. All right, so the entire base is left here. Sami Hotel is actually a very good trade if you bought it at the right time. 163. Very good trade. I was watching it, but I actually had no money left. So pretty good trade. Nice breakout. You should hold it. I think you should hold it. You might have bought a bit higher. I would like to buy around 160 levels here. 163 is a bit higher for me, but still a very decent trade. Nice move. Sanduma. All right, Sanduma. I can still not. Okay, Sandur. Okay, Sandur. Okay. I don't think this is an IPO stock. I think this is already there on BSC. Yeah. It looks pretty good to me. Um, I might have to add this as well. Yeah, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Not bad. All right. Denora India. Never bought the. Actually, this is one stock which I've never bought, which was very bullish, even in the 2022 bear market. Again, this is extended. This is extended. The demand zone is actually. I mean, this is the demand, but I'm not comfortable looking at this gap at all. All right. It might simply, if it starts to set up here, you can get in. I think the weekly looks probably amazing. Yeah, so the weekly looks good. It's holding this area of demand, but I'm scared of that gap. All right, I'm scared of that gap. All right, what else? Electra Green Tech. Again, not sure if this is setting up. Yeah, don't buy this. It's too much supply here. I told you it will probably pull back, or if it might just dip into this demand right here. So this is what I was expecting, because you have to expect like the worst thing that can happen. Broke out, which is cool, but again, ton of supply here. All right, so ignore this stock as well. What else? What else do we have? Axis Cage, we have talked about it. Autumn was Majestic. I don't know. It was not Majestic. It was something M. Majestic. I don't think it was Majestic. Uh, I think it was Majesco. Yeah, it was Majesco, not Majestic. Majesco was the name. Yeah. Bharat Forge. I think you should stay away from Bharat Forge. Um, these FNO stocks, stay away from them. All right, what else? What else do we have? TVS Holding, we have talked about it. Rane Holding, a lot of holding stocks are doing very well. Um, Rane Holding, if you've already bought it somewhere here, this is good. You can hold it. But tomorrow there is a SEBI meeting on these holding stocks. They are doing something in favor of the holding stocks. So holding stocks are doing pretty well. I'm holding TVS Holding, and I'm holding this one. Still holding. So um, so pretty good. Holding stocks look pretty good. 155 पे. BLS, ये छोटा है. Yeah, ignore this. I don't like stocks which have fallen like this. I cannot buy the stocks which have fallen like this. BLS again. This it is in a pullback mode. All right. So let it form this base right here. Just start noticing these tiny differences. It will make a world of difference to your trades. All right. Universal Cables. I mean, the stock is doing this since we have been tracking it here. I mean, maybe you can find some better stock. Chart is good. All right, sucker or sucker, whatever it is. It is gone. This one is gone already. If you're holding it, it's good, but this is gone. Mayur Uniquoters. All right, that's a good name. Uh, I am watching this as well because of this very amazing weekly. This is the all-time high right here. So this looks very good. On the daily, might just need a few more days, maybe 2, 3 more days, and then we can start going up. Phase 3Q. Nothing here. Again, this is extended. Don't force your setups. I am happy to not trade if the stocks they move straight from a low or something. FCL from 295 again. 295. 295 is here. This is 295. I am not sure what kind of entry this is. Um, Maybe a weekly demand or something, but I cannot. I'm not sure what this is, but I guess good for you. Nice move. Wari Renewables. All right. Yeah, nothing here as well. Wait for it to just make a higher low. Then you can stock it. Not right now. All right, 5 paisa. All right, 5 more stocks and then we will end with the live. 5 paisa. If you bought it, it's good. Don't buy it here. Again, the same thing. It's at the higher end of the range. At the supply, demand is here. So sorry. So let's see. Don't buy it here. The chart is good. Keynes Tech, Rishabh Instruments, Keynes Tech, Zentech. Zentech is moving or not? Or okay, not moving yet. Maybe you can chase it on the upside. All right, this is your stop loss. This level. Below this, you are out. All right, what else do we have? 7 trades promotion going on. You're promoting in front of 25 people. I think you're better off deactivating the account than promoting in front of 25 people. Okay, what else? Rishabh Instruments again. This is extended, too extended. The demand is here, and you are here. Too far. FCL. Again, this is gone. Missed FCL. There is no entry in FCL. The base looks like this. This is also too perfect for what it looks like. This looks something like this. There is no entry here. Right, Keynes Tech. We talked about here. Yeah, don't buy this. Again, a sharp fall from the top. Don't buy this. This is the start of a trading range. A sharp fall is a start of a trading range. All right, don't buy this. All right, 2 more stocks and then we are done with the live. We bought Cello. Let's check out Cello. Cello World. Yeah, I mean, you gotta rethink your trades. PGHL. Again, this stock consolidates all the time. This is if you see, look at this area. Avoid this FMCG stock. This is not a good stock to trade. All right. All right, guys. We will stop here, and I will see you guys next Friday. Till then, share this video and everything, and all the good YouTube stuff, and have a nice weekend. I guess I will see you guys.